So, Chris, tell me a little bit about your role here at Tekno.
So I'm very fortunate. I'm the brand manager here at Tekno. Basically, there's so much variety in the role. We've got a performance car arm, we've got McLaren GTs, and then we've got the link to the Virgin Supercar Championship as well.
So ultimately, with someone like yourself, you're the pure definition of someone who is Carbuzzzn. The amount of hours that you have to put in for an organisation like this and the team effort, if you don't love it, I can't imagine you actually putting all the effort that you do.
It's true. Motorsport specifically, if you look at just one or two facets of the business, if you're not passionate about cars and going to racetracks on the weekend, you've got the wrong job. You've got it terribly wrong.
So you've just come away, obviously, with a win at Bathurst. Congratulations. And question for you, what was the first thing you and the team did to celebrate?
You're going to laugh at this. We haven't had a chance to really celebrate yet. Basically, to take you away from the glitz and glamour of Bathurst, you go through a lot of processes straight after. So the moment you win, there's this elation, and it was the agony and the ecstasy for us in a lot of ways, because prior to crossing that line, we spent the last 2 laps thinking the car's going to run out of fuel. So it was a very strange feeling, and then we were kind of all looked at each other for a moment, and then the emotion took over because we realised we'd won it. So from the moment you win, it's race down to the podium. Everyone celebrates, spray champagne around, and reality comes straight back. So the drivers are whisked away for their media commitments, which just goes into the night, and then the team focus on getting the car sorted to scrutineering and starting to pack up.
How different it is from some of the road car? Like, what's the experience like? A sensory overload? Is it just a barrage to the senses instead of just being in a nice calm environment? What does it feel like?
Okay, so the first thing you notice when you hop in any dedicated race car is there's no noise insulation. There's nothing in there to make the ride more comfortable. So any of those things, obviously you've got no air conditioning. There's no stereo. There's no packing in the doors to make it a little bit quieter. So you're immediately assaulted audibly. That's the first thing that gets you. Then there's the violence of the acceleration, that they only need to be fast. When you think about it, they don't have to be comfortable for a family of 5. They don't need to have airbags whilst they're inherently very safe with the structure. It's only designed to go fast. So the first time you go in, you can actually hear all these noises that you hear the gearbox whine. You can hear every clunk and bang of suspension movements, because there's nothing to make it more accommodating, to make it more compliant. So that's the first thing that hits you. The other thing that you notice very quickly when you first jump in something that's got slicks on it is the amount of grip available. But it's a reasonably narrow window. So whereas a road tyre, when you hop in your road car, you can drive down the shops and you can be pretty sure that it's going to be gripping those tyres even from cold on a cold morning, whereas a slick needs to be at a certain temperature to actually start developing grip. So that can catch you out in the first time you ever actually have the opportunity to jump in a race car, because while it's cold, the grip isn't there that you think it'll be. From then on, the experience is dominated obviously by speed and being able to actually push the car as hard as you want to. You're not trying to compensate for a lack of brakes, a lack of tyre grip. And generally when you're in something like a V8 supercar, there's not a lack of power either. You've got 650 horsepower, so there's plenty of acceleration to go with that. But it kind of assaults you in every which way, shape and form. You're also in a harness. Your body can't move, so you can actually just focus your hands to concentrate on steering the vehicle, and basically you just want to look ahead and get on the throttle as early as you can, in the most simple terms.
So thanks very much for introducing yourself, letting us know what you do here and what excites you about Tekno Autosports.